Welcome to Brick Wall Cinema. Today we're talking about Paddington, 2014 movie based off the old books. Now, I'm Chance, and today we have Lola and Sergio with us. Now, guys, I want you guys' opinion. What do you guys think of Paddington?
I love Paddington in general. I've watched like the cartoon growing up, and I read the books. I love Paddington so much.
There was a cartoon?
Yes, we're gonna talk. I want to talk about the cartoon, but we're supposed to talk about the movie. But the cartoon, I remember really liking it and it being really good.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a cartoon. I just knew there was a book.
No, there was. It was really cute.
All right. What about you, Sergio?
I remember watching this, but I wasn't too invested in what was going on. Mostly because I think as soon as I started watching it and then I finished it, it was good. But I kept thinking about Curious George.
What? Okay.
You know, I can see
the
that.
stories are fairly similar, so I can't be mad. But no, Paddington and Curious George are not the same.
George
They're not the same.
I'll say he reminds me more of Corduroy.
Who's Corduroy?
Right? I think more of Corduroy. Corduroy makes more sense. Like they're both bears. They're both cute little bears.
Corduroy the bear from the book?
Yeah.
You don't know Sergio?
Sergio's never read that book.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Sergio.
I forgot his name. Yeah, it's been such a long time since I've seen that book.
But yeah, so I guess I could talk about my opinion. I never knew Paddington who he was or what he did until I saw the trailer for the movie, the teaser trailer.
What? That's actually crazy in my opinion.
Me neither. Okay. Is it mostly popular in Britain?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And when I saw the teaser trailer for it, I thought, it's I don't know. It did not hit me like I would think it. Like people were excited for. I wasn't excited for it based off the teaser. I'm just gonna say that because
I mean, to be fair, the teaser wasn't like great. If you're like, whoa, I really want to see this. That's not what the teaser does. Unless you know Paddington, you're probably not gonna be like, whoa, guys, definitely seeing this movie.
Yeah, because it wasn't really anything big. It was just the scene of Paddington in the bathroom.
I found that funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
But Paddington's funny, especially because like he's really sweet and then he ends up being sweet and then unintentionally like does these big things. Like when
like the Sour Patch commercials.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was funny.
In the scene from the movie where he's essentially finds this man who dropped his wallet and is trying to return his wallet. And little does he know, this is the man who's been stealing everyone's wallet. So he unintentionally solves crime. I find that so funny.
When I first saw this movie, I'm going to go into first impressions now. When I first saw this movie, I didn't like it. I thought it was just...
What?
I thought it was just meh.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I know I'm sounding like Sergio here saying something just all right when a movie that everyone likes. But I'm just saying...
just like Sergio. You've become...
Hey,
despise. Sorry, Sergio. Love you, man. You're awesome. But
at least we're really get into a deeper detail so I can defend myself.
Okay,
okay, fine. Get into deeper detail then. Look, defend yourself.
Like I thought it was just boring. That's honestly it. I thought based off this teaser, if I wasn't gonna get anything from it, I thought it would be a comedy first. I thought it'd be really funny, like.
But it is a comedy. You didn't find anything from this movie funny?
Not really, besides the scene. I thought it was a boring trailer, but I thought it was funny in context in the movie. It gave me an idea of what it was going to be. But when I saw it, I'm like, this is sort of not the type of humor I was expecting for this movie, if that makes any sense. Like,
I guess.
The things I laughed at in this movie were not, were a lot of things that might catch people off guard and not really think about it. Like, every time they say, like the dad trying to make home insurance, talk to their home insurance about a bear living in them for a while.
I just need to add something to my home insurance policy. We have a guest for the night, a bear, and I just needed some extra cover for any yes, a bear.
To keep on talking, like, it's not a big deal. Like, the fact that they're just nonchalantly saying it's a bear, or a bear is out in the express lane of a train saying, and they're like, look at a bear. Oh, don't look at him, baby. He's trying to sell something.
Yeah, I
find that very funny, but also I feel like personally in a big city, that's what would happen in real life. Like in New York, nobody's gonna care. They're gonna be like, that's a weird bear. You know what? Keep on walking. It's none of my business.
Yeah, but it was just funny. Or like him, like Paddington talking to his grandma saying, it's okay, I'll be fine. I'm gonna go to retired home for bears.
Yes, obviously that's what she would do in that situation.
Initially,
it's time to retire.
Initially, I thought she meant she was gonna die.
What? No, damn.
Because if no one says
his grandpa his uncle already died, not his aunt too.
Yeah, his aunt. That's what I meant. His aunt. He might. Because she's saying going to the home for tired. It's like saying, I'm gonna take your dog to a farm upstate. Like, it's not a real place.
But it was the aunt talking to him. Why would she tell Paddington, oh, so I'm actually just going to off myself now?
Yeah, that's not what? Exactly. She's not gonna say that. She's gonna say, I'm going to the home for tired aunts or retired bears.
No, she was being serious, Chance. She went to the home for retired bears.
That's what I thought was funny, because it was serious. That's what I thought was funny about it.
Okay.
There's a lot of things in this movie that I had a lot of questions about.
Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for one, they said they were talking about going to London for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
What was stopping them from going to London?
No. They explained this in the second movie. Right before they were going to go, they found Paddington alone as a cub, and he was about to drown, and they saved him. And Aunt Lucy says to Uncle Pastuzo, we're not going to London this year. He's like, why? Because we have to raise the cub.
Yeah, Sergio.
Okay,
yeah. Plus, they couldn't go to London. Imagine, what if Paddington got lost? Also, he didn't even know English at the time. He only spoke bear. He did not speak English.
Stopping him from going to London once he was old enough to go with them and spoke English.
But that was the point, that they kept talking about it, and it kind of got brushed off because at a certain point they got really old. You know
exactly. So what's stopping them from going to London?
Sergio, I feel like you're taking this a bit too far. It makes sense to me because it felt relatable in the sense that I could see that happening in real life to people. They keep saying, oh, you know what? We should go here, but they never go there.
Okay, then one more thing. If the explorer was trying to preserve them, why didn't he just bring them with him?
Are you talking about the explorer? The explorer explains that he was essentially going to preserve them, but he thought it would be bad since they showed signs of intelligence.
Yes, when he
even said himself, I believe he said they felt so human. Yeah.
No, he said that they had intelligence.
Something like that.
They were civilized.
Yes, civilized. That's what it was.
Not pertaining to why he didn't determine that do tax.
Well, because he would have to kill them to preserve them. Why would you want to kill someone who essentially saved your life? Oh, what is your question?
My question is that why didn't he just tell them that he couldn't capture them, but he has proof of them? So why didn't he fund another expedition to bring it to later and then go bring them with him, but not kill them?
But the point is, he didn't bring them, and he only told them that they were welcome anytime because of how much the Explorers Guild wanted to preserve them. Because when he goes back, he's like, of course I wouldn't preserve them. They showed signs of intelligence. They were civilized. And then they're like, if you won't preserve them, I will. So he doesn't tell them where they are.
He did tell them where they are.
He did?
Yeah, he told them they're in Peru. That's where he went.
But they didn't ever search for them. They didn't go back.
They didn't. That's my question. Why did no one ever go back and look for them?
Probably because Peru's really dangerous. Like, they were in like the forest of Peru, the jungle.
That's their jobs. That's what they do. They go on dangerous expeditions.
Okay. Then the only way I could explain this to you after that is it's a plot hole to further the movie. That is the only other way.
I'm just letting you guys talk right now. This is interesting.
Well, yeah.
Because now that you're saying that, I'm like, oh,
why is
your question makes sense, but I don't think there's really an answer to that now. It's just to further the movie, I'd assume.
Yeah.
To give him an antagonist.
Also, if he did kill them, what would just stop them from saying, like, it's just a regular bear?
Probably another reason why he didn't kill them. Because if you kill them, they wouldn't know that they could speak or anything.
Okay, so why did his daughter try to kill Paddington when he was the only proof that that her father was right?
Oh, because she decided that she was really mad at the bears because she blamed them for ruining their life. Because after her father didn't kill the bears, they kicked him out of the guild. And I guess after that, he was poor. I'm assuming she made it seem like their life was really hard.
Yeah,
He was like, because of you, my dad was a dirty peasant and he made us work. And he worked at the, the petting zoo.
He made a petting zoo.
Yeah. So she essentially just decided to blame the bears for everything.
And I was thinking about it. I'm like, that's not too bad. I'm like, why is she so... if it's all about like getting back their reputation and all that, and I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
it was just reputation.
she could since he brought him back, she could just present it to the guild and say like, you were wrong to discredit my father, and now I demand like
Reparations.
yeah,
To be honest, I just assumed the guild didn't exist anymore after that point.
They still exist. They have records.
Oh, that is true. They went to the record place, but I assumed the guild was disbanded because I didn't see anyone who was still exploring and looking.
Well, because there's no reason to keep exploring. But that's what like the scientists do. I mean, the records are still there, and there are still people who go on these expeditions. It's just that the guild is no longer the main thing that does it. So that's why it's mostly just handled by other things, and they just keep records.
Yeah, but I think that was the point, that she's just that evil. She's like, you know what? I'm not gonna do what a smart person would do and just tell them the bear exists and they're smart. I'm going to kill the bear and decide to blame him for my suffering, essentially.
That is true, but I was also thinking like she got off pretty easy considering Paddington is considered an endangered species.
She did.
Okay. Well, I think we got all we can from that little tangent we got right there. So let's talk about the animation, I guess. When you guys think of this animation on Paddington?
What year was this made again?
2014.
2015.
14.
Oh, 14. My bad.
14. It's pretty good considering the time period, but I'm not too surprised because it reminds me a lot of the Michael Bay films from Transformers.
I was going to say, this reminds me of, remember, this is going to be a deep cut. Remember Arthur and the Invisibles?
Yeah, that movie was awesome.
I don't remember too much from it because it's been like over a decade since I've seen those.
But yeah,
me and my sister liked it so much. We've watched that movie so many times.
I remember watching it a bunch of times, even the sequels. And I thought, like, when I saw the trailer for the first one, I'm like, this looks like the same people that made Arthur and the Invisibles. Kind of. It has that feel. But turns out the producers of the movie did Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this makes a lot more sense for why it has great like set design and also great animation. It makes a lot more sense for me. And even like the let's call it the director. Shout out to the director Paul King, because he like set his own style now. Because after this movie, he did Paddington 2 and Wonka. And say what we will about Wonka, but the set design and humor and style he has is very noticeable. Very family friendly, but also very innocent humor in a way. Does it make any sense?
Yeah. That makes sense.
I guess it's kind of what I thought about this movie. The humor I didn't find as funny as some other people, like how with Chance. Like I expected the humor to be a comedy, but the humor was, how do you say it? Is it dry or is it?
I would say dry, kind of. Like certain things. Like the scene, my favorite part of the movie is when it flashed back to the parents being rebels, going to the hospital pregnant, and then walking out in a new car, like an old family station wagon, almost like the same day, and saying, "Where's the car? Here it is, right now." Just
and can we talk about how he had a head full of hair and now it's just balding? Like he had awesome hair, and now he looks like this boring middle-aged dad.
He's not bald.
He's balding. That's what I said.
No, he's not.
He is, like, on the top of his head. Go back to the other scene where, see, he's balding right there. Look.
I wouldn't say balding.
I mean,
Sergio, settle this dispute. Is he balding or is he not balding?
It looks like he might be getting close to it. I think he's gonna lose hair as he gets older.
Exactly. Next thing you know, as soon as we see the third movie, there it goes.
There it goes.
Hang on. There it goes. But along with the comedy aspect, I can understand what you guys are saying. But to be honest, me personally, I wasn't expecting a lot of comedy. I just thought, oh, okay, this is going to be a cute family-friendly movie about Paddington going to London and having his little hijinks.
Yeah, I guess because
that's what I was.
Didn't know anything about Paddington beforehand, so we didn't know what to expect. So we were kind of underwhelmed by what was presented to us. A few things we did enjoy, but I think it was mostly meant for people who know about Paddington beforehand to actually enjoy more of the humor in this.
Yeah,
like,
probably.
I like the humor of like when Paddington is getting all puffy after they dry him off with the hair dryers.
You know, yes, and I I know you guys didn't like watch Paddington grow up, but when he gets in his signature suit, I love that so much, especially because it adds more sentimental value because the dad is the one giving it to him and saying, I used to wear this as a boy.
Yeah, that was
And then
cool.
you can't
I'm guessing that was their suit up scene for like all the superhero movies where they have like their costumes on.
Yes, Paddington's signature.
I'm guessing you're in the theater like screaming, yes, finally! I was waiting for this.
Basically me watching the movie.
Oh, I do know one thing though. I don't know anything about Paddington, but I know the author had a cameo in the movie.
That I did not know.
So,
being honest,
the scene where they're taking a bus, like taking a bus, or not the bus, or was it the train or bus?
They took a taxi.
They took a taxi. Yes, they took a taxi and was driving by a restaurant. And in that restaurant, there's an old man that looks out at them, and Paddington tips his hat at him, and he toasts him.
Oh, that's the Arthur of the books. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I know. It's like it's really nice when you see it like that too.
I have a question.
What's up?
Did the author actually like his work?
What do you mean?
Because it reminds me of
probably means like, did he like the movie? Unless he means, did he like his own books? I don't know.
I feel like he would like this movie. This feels like if Lola, you're our Paddington expert here. Does this match the style of the books, like the feel of the books?
To be honest, I don't remember the books as much as I remember the show, but I feel like I would say it does.
I'm asking because it reminds me of Winnie the Pooh, and I remember a fun fact about the author of Winnie the Pooh, that he actually was upset that he didn't get recognition. He got recognition for his child book rather than all the mature books that he wrote before, which were like with much darker tones. And he even tried to kill off Winnie the Pooh to try and get it out of the public's mind, but that just made it more popular.
Oh yeah, A.A. Milne, I think was the name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, these British people and their bears.
Bears are awesome. You gotta support bears. There's Yogi Bear, Winnie the Pooh, Paddington Bear, Yogi's partner, who I forgot the name of.
All right. Well, okay. So, is there anything else we want to talk about with this movie?
I mean, I do like the wife in this movie. I think she's so funny. She's so silly. I really liked her throughout the movie. She's very creative.
I like moms that are in the movies that are really like trying to find an avenue to be happy or trying to become. I don't know. You don't really see that often. But then again, I just finished rewatching Malcolm in the Middle, where the whole show is just the mom being angry and yelling at the kids and people being scared of her.
A lot of sitcoms are like that.
Oh, Sergio, to answer the previous question, it said that Michael Bond, the author of the Paddington Bear, really liked the movie. He said it was a delight from start to finish and true to the spirit of the books.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering too.
Yeah. Although, you know what's something that disappointed me? Because I really liked Paddington and because he made marmalade seem really good, me and my sister went out to try marmalade. We did not like it. We were very disappointed.
Was it too sweet?
It was too sweet. And I was really surprised because I was like, I really like sweets. I think I'll like this. And I was like, this is too much.
I don't think you're the only one to think that. I think everyone.
I thought it was on a play like of how bears love to eat honey and how sweet honey is.
Yeah. Like so I guess it makes sense. Bears really like sweet things.
Guessing all the kids that watched this growing up in America were like, what's marmalade? When they saw it.
Yeah. Because to be honest, I was like, okay, it's essentially just orange jelly. Why wouldn't I like it? And then I didn't like it. I was like, wow, disappointment.
Have you tried marmalade, Sergio?
No, I have no idea where to get it.
You can really just get it at any store. It's in the jelly section. It's essentially just orange jelly.
I've never seen it.
Have you looked for it?
Yeah.
You looked for marmalade.
Sergio, I found mine in a Stater Brothers. I'm pretty sure you could get it anywhere.
I don't have Stater Brothers anymore.
Even though I think
you work at a Walmart.
You could get it.
Yes, and I haven't seen marmalade.
Have you tried looking for marmalade?
Literally in the jelly section.
Sergio. Dude, I had to go through the aisles. Of course I've looked for it.
But have you won the jelly section?
That's what I'm saying, because it's in a jelly section. You can find it anywhere. I'm so confused. What stores do you have near you? This just makes me have questions. Like, what?
Let's
Why?
see.
I love how
is marmalade like running away from Sergio? I'm so confused.
I love how we are hard, like freaking pressing Sergio over not trying marmalade.
You don't need to try it. I'm just more surprised at the fact that you can't find it. That's where I am.
Maybe I'm just
Is the marmalade running away from Sergio? Like
No, Sergio's not trying to find it. He's waiting for the marmalade to roll up to him. Like someone throws it, it's like someone at Walmart just throws everything on the ground and waits for a marmalade jar to roll towards him. Then he'll try it. All right, I haven't tried marmalade either, and I don't really want to, based on what you guys are saying. So let's go with the rating.
Now I'm gonna make you try marmalade.
No, we're not. No, you're not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
You don't have a choice.
I'm gonna close my mouth. You're not gonna put anything in my mouth that I don't want in there. Let's go to our ratings.
Like that. What?
I said no, and that's final. No means no.
No.
Yes.
I have ways.
What?
No people.
What do you mean ways? What methods were you gonna use to put things in my mouth?
Don't question it. Don't.
You gotta stop phrasing it like that.
You can't do that on the stream. You can't.
Oh my gosh! I really hope he cuts this out.
I might not.
Oh my god!
He's just gonna edit it so it sounds worse.
Oh no! To anyone who's watching the stream, nothing nefarious is going on. I just want a chance to try marmalade.
Yeah, right. All right, let's go to our ratings.
Get me out of here.
All right, so I'll give this movie 3.5 stars, close to almost teetering on 4 stars. I did think it was a really cute movie, but I don't know. It didn't really grab me.
It's more meant for smaller kids.
Yeah, I mean, I get what they're going for, and I appreciate that, but I don't think it's for me. What about you guys?
I personally would give it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. It was sweet, wholesome, and it was true to Paddington's character. I really liked it.
All right, what about you, Sergio?
For me, I think I'll give it a solid 3 stars. It was a nice movie, but again, maybe just because like I'm seeing it now when I'm like a young adult, and I can't see anything that really connects with me personally, because it feels something more for kids and parents, not really something for someone who's it's not meant for me, like my kind of audience for me.
All right, I get you. I guess we're in the same wheelhouse here, Sergio.
All right, then I guess it's the end of this recording. This was short.
Yeah, it was pretty short. I didn't really talk that much because you guys went on a full tangent. I just watched from afar.
I guess so, but there's really not much to talk about in this movie because it's kind of like, well, like I said before, it's meant for kids, so it has a very cut and dry kind of story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found it funny how they said that the aunt was named after the explorer's mother, and then the uncle was named after a wrestler.
That was funny. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Have a nice day. Eat some marmalade.
And don't watch Shaun of the Dead.
Have a cinematic day. No, watch it. Don't listen to her. Bye. Hey everyone. Thanks for listening. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok at Brick Wall Cinema. Have a cinematic day.